Hello. We in America, they just got a few hours ago. They got in the GDP numbers for the first quarter of 2020, and it was a 4.8% drop in the GDP, which was the worst quarter since the Great Recession. I think most economists are calling for a far worse, because that was only based on like a month and a half of the COVID-19 paranoia. So I think most economists are calling for a far worse next quarter when it's really going to plummet. Some are saying the worst since the Great Depression of the 30s. So the economy's collapsing. It's being destroyed by governments forcing people to stay at home. And I just think it should be stated, who are we saving by doing this? As I stated in an earlier video today, the fatalities page from the New York State Department of Health states that 89.2% of the people, basically, that 89.2% of the people that have died of COVID-19 so far in New York State had, in essence, serious health issues. And they don't even list weakened immune systems, which would be another thing. On top of which, 84.4% of the people that have died in New York State are over 60. So, and also if you go, I'll put a link to the description in that and in this page as well, that, as I stated earlier, in the Canadian government statistics, daily statistics, put a link in the description, on page 6, Table 4, the summary of severe cases of COVID-19 reported in Canada with detailed case information. Now, they don't list what they died of, like what other conditions they had when they died. But they do list the number of deceased and of those who've died in Canada of COVID-19 with detailed case information. And they list it by age group. 5% of those who have died so far were under 60. 95% were over 60. So what we have here is a pretty strong pattern that the vast majority of the people that are dying of this are old, and the vast majority of the people that are dying of this, 95+%. There was a report a month or so ago, actually it was from March 18th, that those that had died in Italy up to that point, I'll put a link in the description, were 99.2% of them had at least one serious health issue, and the average age was 80.5. So the evidence is overwhelming that the people that are dying of this are over 60. Most of them are well over 70. And they have serious health issues. So it's logical to assume, I think, that most people that died of this, were probably going to be dead in a year or two anyway. They were old and they had serious health issues. The vast majority of them. So basically what we're doing, I think it should be stated, the governments are destroying the economy deliberately to save people that will be probably would have been dead anyway in a year or two. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying I think somebody should state that. That's it. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.